Oh, that's real good.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel Penny Lesson. We talk about everything finance, from tips on making money and proper investing to news about the different economies and situations affecting the global markets. The goal of this channel is not only to teach you how to be more financially responsible but also to teach you how to be more aware of global events. So why not just sit back and relax while we tell you what's happening in the finance sphere? Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be constantly updated on my latest videos. Remember, one penny lesson a day keeps being penny less away. The market collapse was inevitable, according to Burry. According to a slew of deleted tweets, Burry is not optimistic about the stock market. These cryptic tweets hint that the markets for SPAC Special Purpose Acquisition Company, a meme stock, and cryptocurrency have all begun to crumble. In contrast to 2008, when stock values were harder to track, today's technology makes it possible for anyone, including those with average incomes, to observe anything and everything. Because everyone else sees what Burry sees, it is not surprising that Burry is sure that a financial collapse will occur in 2022. The markets are on track to become the largest market bubble in history, and investors should ready themselves for a historic disaster, warned Burry when he returned to Twitter after a 10-week vacation. Burry commented on the reckless escalation of asset prices for exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and index funds. Burry compared the current scenario to an overcrowded theater, and as investors started leaving the market, there was nowhere to go but via the door, where you would either step on someone else or be stepped on yourself. Burry adds that raising interest rates by the Federal Reserve and other central banks to fight inflation further contributes to the impending market collapse. The US dollar's value has reached new record highs versus other major world currencies as a result of this, in addition to global events like the Russia-Ukraine war and ongoing lockdowns in China. Due to the recent collapse of the British pound, which cost the Bank of England £65 billion or $72 billion in bond purchases, the UK's financial stability was in danger due to the rising influence of the US dollar. To strengthen the Chinese currency's value, rumors have surfaced that the People's Bank of China is preparing state-run banks to sell dollars and acquire offshore yuan. According to Burry, warning signals of a return to the Great Recession include the other major world currencies devaluing at accelerating rates relative to the US dollar, as well as authorities and the government acting quickly to calm the markets. In contrast to 2008, when Burry was one of the select few who could see the financial crisis coming from a mile away, warning indicators are more visible now. Burry's observations on the state of the economy were repeated by a great number of further financial evaluations and investors. Greg Jensen, the co-chief investor of Bridgewater Associates, is one of them and warns the public that a devastating recession is imminent and that the U.S. is at the epicenter of this global financial bubble. The most significant error currently is the expectation that central prices will revert to those of the pre-COVID era, according to Jensen, who made this statement at a SALT State and Law Taxis conference in New York. Burry stated in September 2022 that we had not yet reached the bottom despite the numerous warning signs that are currently visible in the markets. Burry wrote in a tweet, "No, we haven't reached the bottom yet. Following failures, search for the bottom. Failure of 2 SPAC ETFs is far from sufficient. Preferring the Defiance Next Gen SPAC-derived ETF and the Morgan Creek Exo SPAC-derived ETF, 2 exchange-traded funds that closed in a month." Based on his tweets, it is anticipated that this is the beginning of something that we might see more of in the coming months: ETF failure and a sharp decline in stock prices. The cryptocurrency market lost close to $1 trillion in value between May and June 2022, giving cryptocurrency investors a taste of this crash earlier in the year. The sector may sustain further damage in the upcoming months. We've discussed how Bitcoin dropped by 66% from $65,000 to $19,000, but certain tokens fared worse, with drops of up to 90% for Dogecoin, Avalanche, and Solana. The recovery from the Terra Luna collapse, high covert inflation rates, and other global events like the Russian-Ukraine war and supply chain issues all contributed to the crypto crisis in May 2022. Although the cryptocurrency market is unpredictable and occasional value drops are to be expected, a fall of this magnitude wouldn't have occurred without the aforementioned factors and is indicative of what may soon happen to the stock market. So, what does the upcoming market crisis mean? Burry has made some very good arguments for why he believes the market is about to crash. But what does this market crash even mean? What do investors and non-investors make of the financial bubble burst? Not all bubble bursts are bad. Some asset bubble bursts only affect a small portion of the market and have transient repercussions. Everyone is impacted by the unfavorable economic condition that emerges from this. By the time the bubble bursts, investments that cost thousands of dollars a few years ago might only be worth $100. This will be challenging if an investor needs money right soon because stock market values don't often recover as rapidly, particularly during recessions. A recession results in an overall increase in the price of food and other goods for non-investors and regular people. The number of unemployed people will significantly increase, and those who are still able to find employment may experience wage reductions. This will also impact the company because all goods and utilities will face price increases, regardless of the type. When there is a recession, many firms fail because raw materials and products are more expensive, while many people's incomes are reduced or eliminated, leaving them with little to no money to spend on anything other than the cheapest choice. Investors in these companies will probably demand a return on their capital and reallocate it when the market is more stable. Instead of investing in tiny homegrown companies that can only offer potential, bigger companies that are known to weather recessions are preferable. Present-day Michael Burry and his future goals. If you've seen The Big Short, the film's concluding statement that Michael Burry is concentrating all of his training on one commodity, water, may have puzzled you. No, this is neither a hidden code nor a riddle. Water has been the only commodity on which Burry has concentrated his trading. Some people could find it confusing because there is no market for trading water, making the transition from trading stocks to a commodity like water quite large. But the Big Short star decided for a variety of reasons. According to the United Nations, water use has increased more than twice as quickly as global population growth over the past century, and it is predicted that in less than 10 years, 30% of the world's total accessible renewable water supply will be used up. There will be 1.8 billion people living in water-stressed areas by 2025. Given everything said, it is obvious that fresh water is needed, and similar to Burry's track record, he is one step ahead of everyone else. Burry has invested specifically in water-rich cropland that is far from significant governmental and infrastructure constraints. Burry claimed in an interview that growing food in water-rich regions and delivering it to water-poor regions for sale is what became evident to me is that food is a means to invest in water. This strategy will ensure that the redistribution of water is sustainable because it is the least contentious and has the potential to be financially successful. In a time when the sales of almonds and almond-related items are increasing, Burry has been investing in water-intensive almond farmlands. According to Triskid's research, if water were priced to represent its true value, more than half of the profits of the largest corporations in the world would be in danger. If you're impressed by Burry's track record, you might be interested in this other opinion from the renowned investor who successfully shorted the financial market in 2008. Considering how vital and rare water is becoming, purchasing water rights, purchasing farms with access to water, or investing in water utilities may be the next historical decision you make with Michael Burry. Benjamin Franklin, a founding father of the United States, famously observed that when a well goes dry, people realize the value of water. An impending financial market meltdown will most likely occur in 2022, according to the Oracle that correctly predicted the Great Recession of 2008 3 years earlier. Burry now has a platform to inform the common people of his analyses and calamity forecasts for the upcoming months and years. Though nothing is definite, he hasn't shied away from making audacious predictions to discourage more people from investing now during a very unpredictable market crash. Time will tell if this is Burry's first mistake after a string of accurate calls. In the rare event that he is erroneous, we will be happy since it suggests that the economy and market are much better than he anticipated. Otherwise, we will praise him for his warnings and truly refer to him as a financial oracle. Wow, was that news? Why not ponder it? Want to know the latest? Comment if you want more articles like this. This video is just one of many videos on my channel that brings you the latest news about the world of global finance and economics. So go hit that subscribe button if you don't miss out on content like these. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you again next time. Remember, 1 penny lesson a day keeps being penny less away. Cheers.